Hello everyone and welcome back to our Polar Parrot Fry update. Now today is a very exciting milestone for our Polar Parrot fish. If you've been following along, you've seen that we have two pairs in two separate breeding chambers. And one of them, as you have seen, has laid eggs. And in a way, what we see now is both the parents protecting the eggs. And what we are going to be watching today is one of the most fascinating parts of cichlid behavior, the beginning of parental care. Right now, the female is standing guard over the eggs, making sure that they are safe and well oxygenated. So, this is day one of their parenting journey, and we are going to walk through what's happening and what's likely to happen in the next few days. So, as you can see, the eggs are laid on a flat surface. So, in our case, it is the earthen vessel that is placed as a decoration or as a hiding place for the polar parrots. Now, the female carefully places them one by one and then immediately begins protecting them. So as you can see, the eggs are now at the base of that earthen vessel. So she's actually hovering close and she's gently fanning her fins over the eggs. Now that movement helps to circulate oxygen rich water around them, and that is very important for the development of the eggs. At the same time, she'll also pick at the eggs that are not fertilized, or sometimes she'll also kind of nudge the eggs here and there. Now, this is not to eat them. Well, it is to remove dirt or to remove unfertilized eggs or to remove any debris that would have got into the nest. Now, although when they are just new to parenting, by mistake, they may have some eggs or they may kind of eat some eggs, but this is her third spawn as such. The second one wasn't successful at all, so in a way it is like, third time lucky. So let's see whether she'll be third time lucky. So as you might notice, she's not paying much attention to the rest of the tank. Her focus is almost completely on those eggs. And this intense dedication is one of the most amazing things about cichlids. Now let's talk about the eggs themselves. Now the eggs are very small, round, and slightly sticky. And this stickiness helps them to stay attached to the surface where they were laid. So on day one, they look slightly clear or slightly yellowish. Now, fertilized eggs will remain clear while unfertilized ones may turn white or opaque. Over the next 3 to 4 days, if all goes well, you will see tiny embryos developing inside. Eventually, they'll hatch into what we call wrigglers. Okay, now what are wrigglers? Wrigglers are the fry that are not yet swimming, but they are alive and just they are stuck in one place and they'll be vibrating. That's why they're called wrigglers, because of that wriggling action. What is the parent's job now? Well, their job right now is to protect and nurture. So the female is on the front line, but very soon you'll also notice the male helping by guarding the wider territory and making sure that nothing comes near the nest. Since this is a breeding enclosure, they won't have much stress of other fish coming around. So, in that way, we see that their duties will be dedicated towards taking care of the fry. In most cichlids, parents work as a team, and the polar parrot fish also show the same instinct. The female is the primary caretaker of the eggs, so she'll clean them, fan them, and she'll stay close. The male usually acts as the security guard, so chasing away any intruders and defending the nesting site. So even in an aquarium, you might see both of them become more territorial. Now, earlier when they were tank mates, you would see that the pair would be very aggressive towards the others, chasing everyone away. Now, here we see that they are more calm, collected, and cool. So, you won't have that same kind of aggression as you had earlier. Now, here are some fun and fascinating facts about cichlid parenting and also which applies to polar parrot fish. Now, cichlids are among the best parents in the world. So, unlike many fish that scatter their eggs and leave, cichlids invest heavily in protecting their young. So, a female can lay anywhere from a few hundred to over 1,000 eggs. Now, that depends on her size and health. So, in the wild, parental care like this dramatically increases survival rates. And also in an aquarium, it's an incredible behavior to witness up close. Now, even though polar parrot fish are hybrid, they retain this powerful instinct to nurture and protect. And this goes to show that nature always shines through. Now, some of the common questions which generally come up during this time: will all the eggs hatch? Well, not necessarily. Some may not be fertilized, and the parents will remove those. Another question is how long until hatching? Well, it's usually 3 to 5 days, depending on the water conditions, temperature, etc. Since we have done a water change just 2 days back. So, water temperature, water conditions are something that we need not be concerned about. So, everything should go well and we should have the eggs hatching. But again, it depends whether the parents have learned from the last two spawns. Now, what happens after hatching? Well, the parents will often move the fry to a pit or to a safe spot in the tank, and they'll continue caring for them until they are free swimming. Now, we'll hopefully get to see all of that in real time over the coming days. So, as we wrap up this first day of egg care, let's reflect on what we have seen. The female has laid her eggs and is already showing incredible dedication, hovering over them, fanning them, and protecting them from anything that might harm them. The male will also join soon, helping her to take rest as well as also guarding the territory. So, this is just the beginning of their journey. In the next few days, hopefully, we'll see the eggs hatch and the parents then will continue their care. So then we'll be able to hopefully witness the thrilling moment when the eggs hatch into tiny wrigglers. So thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so that you don't miss the next stage of this incredible parenting story. Stay tuned because the adventure has only just begun.